Here at the World Communication Awards, I'm joined by Matt Jones of Telia. Matt, everyone's talking about IoT these days and IoT networking. For you, how are we getting on?
I think the industry is moving forward, but I think it's in a constant state of flux. There are a number of different business models with IoT devices, some having low ARPUs, some having high ARPUs, and it's been a bit of a mixture, I would say, about how this business is evolving when it comes to the networking. Yeah.
And what for you are kind of some of the main complications? What have we got to overcome to get there?
Well, some of the ways that the initial problems have been overcome have been by using SIM cards that are in a permanent state of roaming. I'm not talking about the sensors on devices, I'm more talking about SIM card IoT business. And that in itself causes complications because you've got no real way of knowing where the data's coming from, where it's going to, who it's passing through in the middle. And so there you do see complications, because if I took a normal roaming scenario, if your phone a page doesn't load on the internet, you just refresh it and it loads, that's no problem. But with some IoT applications being more time sensitive, those things are timing out and it's causing major issues. And then where is the fault? Because you don't know where it's coming from and going to in many cases.
And overriding all that, of course, is the big issue of security.
Absolutely, and the same thing stands. So every time you bridge networks, you dilute the potential security that you have certainly within an IPX environment, which is a walled garden around or inside the public internet. However, you never know what the other IPX providers are doing, or someone that's connected to them, or how this is going to actually impact the business. We know that there have been a number of attacks created with such things as nanny cams because people aren't changing passwords. That's one thing, but when potential VIP, say a VIP, the Prime Minister or President's vehicle gets hacked, then we're talking a whole new level of issues. And these are the things that today are being swept under the table, not being thought about too much. But from a network point of view, it's actually not that difficult to make a point-to-point connection and keep everybody else out.
So, I mean, not looking under the table or asking you to have a crystal ball, how do you think it'll pan out? What's your view of how it's going to develop?
Really interestingly, we have lots of discussions internally with our strategy team and how this is going to play out. Today, IoT devices generate a fairly small amount of data. But all of the enterprises, they see this small amount of data, then they want to extract something else, and then something else comes. And so they keep layering on additional services that they want to extract from the data. So you move that into the 5G environment, and you'll need to have the data and the network centers much closer to the edge. So we're probably looking at a kind of IP transit versus CDN network rollout within the next 10 years is what we envisage.
Well, we're used to challenges in this industry. Let's hope we can overcome another one. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.